fabulous day here at my home at this health event. We had some people who had to leave already, but the consensus was, I'm so glad I came. I traveled far, glad to be here. I learned so much. This has really inspired me to make some positive changes in my own health journey. So if we could just go around and everybody just, tell something they learned or what they got out of being here today. And we so appreciate you for dropping this knowledge on us, Daddy, Mr. Zik Stewart. So let's give him a hand. All welcome, South Carolina. So we'll start with you, Anita.
Okay, this day is like a whole new beginning for me. As I was talking to Zeke, you know about health, but there's always more you can learn. And then when you drop the ball, pick it up and start running again. And that's my goal today. Pick it up and start running again. Thank you, Zeke.
You're welcome. You're more than welcome.
Thank you, Mrs. Z. I think that I have learned that I have to redefine what I'm telling myself about the things that I am eating, about what I am putting in my body. I'm so excited about everything that we've learned today, all of the juicing, learning the different vegetables and fruits that we can put together that will be for the benefit of my health. I like to do a lot of supplements, but I want to make sure that I'm not doing so many that I'm missing out on the real food. Because it's not just about taking supplements, something that you can buy already, somewhere prepared, but actually getting that from the raw food itself. So I'm excited going away from here.
All right, wonderful. Well, Mr. Zeke, I just want to thank you so much for sharing space and time with us. You didn't have to do that, but you did, and you made a difference in so many lives. Because we see what's going on in our country concerning food, and we're quick to say what we should and shouldn't do, but failing to realize that most people do not know. And you just shared some powerful information with us, enlightened us concerning some things, talking about the food and the nutrition and how food is our medicine, and how we should, just incorporate it every day and making the decision. If I could take anything away from what you said today, it was about you have to make the decision to be healthy and stop tiptoeing around and going back and forth, waffling and playing around. Just make a decision to be healthy.
Well, thank you, Tony. But you said it all, actually, because my whole theme was take responsibility for your health. That happened to me 24 years ago. I took responsibility for my health, and from that point on, I've been healthy. I haven't been sick. I don't have aches and pains, but I work at it every day, and it's worth the effort.
Yeah, it's really been a pleasure just listening to you and just getting all the information. I know I'm listening to an expert, somebody that does, what they're talking about and definitely understands health. I listen and I try to take things away, and I say, hey, I'm doing, one or two of those things, but yeah, I need to do the other, 3 or 4 things that he's talking about. So just to be able to understand what needs to be done, how to stay healthy, how to continue to go along that path, that's, a lot of what I've taken away, and, I'm gonna do that.
Good, great.
All right. I really got blessed, but I think of what keeps coming to my mind is when you said about food, the stuff that we think tastes good, we're not really tasting the food. It's all of the condiments and everything they add to it. We really don't know how to taste food, and I guess that's why I'm struggling so with the juicing, because not used to really tasting food as it should be. So I learned so much from you. You have so much. You're like a overflowing bank of information that we could just constantly tap into to keep learning. I'm glad I got your phone number. I still got a lot of questions.
Maxine, I'm glad you said that, because I just wanted to say again, this is my passion. This is what I like to do. There's so many people out there in the community, in the broader community, that need to know this. They need to have someone to take them by the hand, to lead them, to guide them, to answer questions for them, help them get information, and help them to make a decision. Nobody can make a decision for you, but help them to make a decision that I'm going to be well. I don't have to take a whole bunch of drugs, but I can, eat with a sensible attitude and still enjoy food and still be well and happy.
That's right.
Right?
Zeke, I want to thank you too. You know, Boomy told me about this event today, and she was actually speaking with Tammy, and I interrupted on Facebook and said, I want to come too. You know, I want to be there to hear about this. You know, you've been a blessing to me since like, 21, 22-year-old kid knocking at the door when you had your office. But you know, nutrition and wellness is an evolution, and you grow more and more every time you get that information. It may be something you watch on TV late night. It might be, you know, something you read in a book. But to get it live and in living color, you know, to have someone actually right in front of you teaching you that, it almost makes you want to sit in the chair and just sit there every day and soak up that knowledge. Just get that sponge and let it keep going in and in. So that's, you know, really a big thing now. The biggest takeaway I got from this, and we talked about protein and how it works, and we're always saying 5 to 6 small meals a day. But the big thing that I'm going to take away from this is now incorporating juicing into my routine, my nutritional routine, to be able to add those good nutrients and also try to neutralize the acidic side of protein shakes. That's big for me. So to be able to do that and see how my body now transforms as a result of that, it's going to be amazing. So I'm looking at a 90-day transformation. You know, you can do a lot of good things in 90 days.
That's awesome.
And what I want to say to everyone is that, you know, we talk about 90 days, Boomy, and how important that is. But if someone has never juiced before, do it. Do it for 90 days and see what happens to your body. You know, do the 90-day challenge when it comes to juicing. You know, I don't know if that's a book out there or we'll make it, you know, the 90-day juice challenge. But watch what happens. I'm looking forward to doing it. I hope you guys do that with me.
That would be awesome. Now, I want to just bring out a point with that. Are you referencing a 90-day juicing fast with no food? Just juicing, because there's a difference, and you know, some people just think it's all about just juicing for 90 days and not including anything else. So could you highlight that?
Well, I was thinking just, you know, for people who aren't getting the right nutrients in their body,
It's an add-on.
make sure you're getting the awesome nutrients that's coming from what we did today. And now that we can do that, you know, some amazing things might happen. Like Zik, you mentioned in the beginning, you had problems with your knee and your shoulder. And because you started juicing, now he eliminated some foods that were toxic to his body, but still he increased the amount of nutrients in his body, and you know, had great results. So I think, you know, just doing that, 90-day challenge. So we got to find the best price on the Champion Juicer, right? And let's all, you know, go get one. And Boomy, if this is yours, this is yours.
That's mine.
I might have to come over here for that.
I mean, you need a juicer, right?
Oh yeah, any juicer will work.
But WEIT, right? Whatever it takes.
Whatever it
Thank
takes.
you.
Well, Brian, you made a lot of good points, and I'm here actually on a family reunion excursion, and of course, Boomy asked me to come by and talk about health, which is my favorite subject. And the name of the topic today was really 10 do's and don'ts to natural, healthy living. In fact, I'm going to be actually putting it down in a book form or a booklet form, and going forward, a lot you heard today, or you'll probably be able to get it in print, you know, in the coming months ahead, because I got another book that's in me that I want to bring out. It's called The Art of Eating. Oh yeah. And that's huge, because there is an art to eating.
Great.
Wonderful. Thanks.
Well, I want to close out. Hold your hand. I just want to close out by just saying thank you on so many levels. It's awesome to have a father that you can really look up to, who can inspire you.
Because he's taller than you.
who can, you know, inspire you. And I'm like, wow, his discipline, you know, the discipline that I've seen you have for 30 years, you know, 20 years in your eating is amazing, because I'm still trying to get there. But I know I'm going to get there.
Absolutely.
And just to be able to look at you and say, wow, he's doing it, you know, I can do it. To look at you being 70-something years old and not look like it at all, and have the energy of a, you know, 30-something-year-old man, and I mean, I want that for my life. I will have that for my life, but it was you putting it out there. You know, somebody I can touch and feel, you know, I grew up with, who's doing it. Like I said, I'm going to do that too. So I thank you for that inspiration, and thank you for being here today, taking a 12-hour drive, being here, and I love you.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Love you too. Well, in closing, it ain't nothing but something to do.
We're gonna do it. Let's do it.